All right, thank you.
Yes.
Well, it's been a while since I've been up here. Not because I don't want to, but brokerage has got this rule that you got to bring 6 people here in order to perform. I don't even talk to 6 people, much less have 6 friends. They resorted me to ask my wife to come. You know what that was like? Hey, sweetheart, do you want to come see me do a stand-up gig? I could be talking about our relationship, our arguments, and I'm probably going to have to make fun of you. And do you have 5 friends that want to see this? Yeah, that didn't go over too well. Nah, but I love her. I do. I think I almost would, maybe, possibly take a bullet for her. You know, but a bullet travels 2,500 feet per second, so it would have to be pretty quick, so as long as she knows this. And I guess we'll find out after the 7 minutes if I'm getting divorced. But yeah, she's a teacher, pre-K. She teaches 5-year-olds. You know, and 5-year-olds, when you're born in Long Island, you're automatically better than your parents. So, can you imagine how our arguments go? It was just last week, it was Tuesday. She got pissed because the next day was Wednesday and decided to take it out on me. After 3 hours of fighting, I'm like, all right, hold on, let me call up Earth. Let me say, hey, if you don't mind stopping tomorrow because my wife is bitch moaning and complaining about it and she doesn't want it to happen. Before I can even finish, she goes, stop right there. There are more productive ways to talk about this so we don't hurt each other's feelings. So why don't you take a step back and think about it and reiterate it. I go, oh, okay. I'm 30 years old. I don't like it when you talk to me like a 5-year-old. And I'm about 2 seconds away from throwing you out that fucking window. Yeah, but lucky for me, I'm part of an elite group of Brotherhood of Marines. So, thank you. Hey, they're not just any kind of Marines, wounded Marines. So I had 5 of them come. Well, technically it'd be 3 2/5 of their bodies are here. So, hey, don't worry about it. Hey, I'll get to it and I'll finish this up. So, and I have to remind them that every time we're out at a bar, that, hey, listen guys, I have all my limbs, so if shit were to go down, I will be the first one to escape. Physics proves that 1 leg is not faster than 2 legs, and with wind dynamics, 1 arm and a nub is not faster than somebody with 2 arms. So I will be faster than you. For example, all right, listen. So for example, this is what happened. This is why I'm saying this. Because we were in Boston one time and we got into a bar fight and we magically disappeared. And as we're walking down Boston, 2 a.m. in the morning, we get stopped by cops. Are you the 6 young gentlemen that we're looking for? No, I don't think so. No, we're just looking at your historic sites. It looks beautiful here in Boston. Well, that's funny because the APB is out and it says we're looking for 6 young men with, what was it, 8 arms and 7 legs in total? Yeah. Okay, there was 2 things we could have done. We could have run. But as physics shows that I already explained, running was not a problem, and it didn't help that my buddy with the prosthetic had beer in his prosthetic and he was drinking out of it. So the only option was to look at the cop and be like, okay, we fucked up. So we got lucky. Cop was a veteran and he let us go. So we were lucky there. I mean, I know you regular civilians, you know, you guys get to pick your friends. You know, you can message someone on Facebook, you can unfollow them on Instagram, or you can swipe left or right on Tinder. Lucky for you, but in the military, you get issued your friends. You don't get to pick your friends. Whatever you get is what you get. So, let me tell you about one guy that I know. His name is Private Joseph Steele, who was in my team. Now, this guy was from Polk County, Tennessee. He made the best moonshine in all of Tennessee. And, well, he liked to play the banjo.
Yes.
So, all right, this is the guy that was issued to me. I have no choice. Anyone who wants to play League of Tennessee? So, anyway, as we're boarding the plane to go to Afghanistan, this guy decides to tell us a story about how when he was 15 years old, he decided to masturbate for the first time ever. And someone told him, all you need is lube, and you just jerk your chicken, and something amazing will happen. So the lubricant that he decided to use, now this Joseph Steele decided to use motor oil.
Oh no!
And when I say, and I shit you not, I'm not kidding when I say that this story is true. He used motor oil and was so embarrassed after the fact that it was done that he didn't tell anybody. Now, keep in mind that this is the guy that's gonna have my back in Afghanistan when shit hits the fan, and I tell you this, shit hit the fan. But I'll tell you something about Joseph Steele. He had my back from day one all the way until I was blown up. And I tell you this, I talked to my buddies about losing his limb, and I say, listen man, I feel so terrible about that night we got blown up, that you lost your leg, and I didn't. And he looked at me and he's like, yeah, you should have lost your leg. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I thought we were friends. He's like, no, you don't understand. You have no idea the sex positions that I can do with one leg and a nub. He goes, here, this is what you gotta do. I said, whoa, stop right there. My wife is watching, and I don't need her chopping my fucking leg off in the middle of the night for better sex. But he did show me that position. And I tell you this, anyone who has sex with him is not gonna have the best sex ever with another two-legged man ever again. But if I could say anything about my squad, and especially Joseph Steele, was that they had my back from day one, since I was blown up, and even Joseph Steele saved my life. And this is the guy who jerked off with motor oil. And on the last note, I still talk to Joseph Steele. And he still brags that he is the only white man with a black dick. I'm just so glad that Uncle Sam didn't swipe left on him. My name's Joshua Williams. Thank you very much.